Manga-Waido.
My name is Sho Matsuno. I'm a 16-year-old high school punk. Me and my bud Satoru get into fights all the time at school. I lost my parents when I was just a kid, and when I got into junior high, I was bullied a lot. But I wasn't the type to just sit back and take it, and I retaliated. And ever since then, I've been on the path of delinquency. Then one night, I ran into some people in the park. Something wasn't right.
Please stop! I'm gonna scream!
Come on, babe. Let's have a little fun, huh?
I said, leave me alone! Are you daft?
Hey, that was not called for. In compensation, why don't we go for a few drinks? What do you say?
Take your hands off of me!
Hey guys, women hate aggressive guys. Don't you even know that? What? What the hell? Who the hell are you, buddy? You call that a punch? Need to teach you boys a lesson. Take that! Just get the hell out of here. Yeah, well, we got other stuff to do anyways. Yeah, well, we'll let you off the hook today, buddy. What a pathetic bunch of wimps. Hey, you okay? You really should talk back to those types. Gets them riled up. Better be careful.
I'm grateful for your help, but you really shouldn't use force. Violence doesn't solve anything.
Huh? Are you serious? I help you, and that's the thanks I get?
I hate people who use violence to solve everything. People mustn't use force to settle matters. We have to use peaceful means whenever necessary. Someday, that attitude will come and bite you in the ass. That's all I have to say.
That's it? Seriously? How could she be so ungrateful, for Pete's sake? Several days later, I visited Satoru's home. I'm home!
Hey, you're back soon. You bring a friend from school? It's not like you to bring friends home. Hey,
You're... Huh? You guys know each other? Yup. That woman from the other night? Turns out she was Satoru's older sister, Kyoko. We explained how we'd met, and the conversation got somewhat animated. Hey man, you should stay for dinner. My sister makes the best beef stew ever.
Please, I don't know if I made enough.
Come on, sis, you always make too much anyways. Gotta warn you, I eat a lot. We decided that I would stay and enjoy her stew that evening. Oh my god, this is so delicious! Told you, man. She's a great cook. That's one thing she's good at.
Always have to add a little wisecrack.
Kidding aside, this really is super delicious. Man, Satoru, I envy you. You get to eat stuff like this every day.
You're pretty straightforward. Not sure if it's good or bad.
How could anybody not be overjoyed after eating that?
Well, if you like it so much, you can stop by occasionally and I'll cook you up a meal.
Are you serious? Thanks! So, with her invitation, I stopped by occasionally to enjoy her fantastic cooking. This is what real home-style cooking is, huh? I was getting to like her homey lifestyle. I gradually started to get to know her better. One day, on my way back home, I was ambushed by some guys from a rival school and got into a huge brawl. I was used to these fights, but it was totally lopsided at 6-1. This does not look too promising. Right then...
Police! Police! Over here! There's a fight going on!
Damn! Let's get the hell out of here, guys! When I looked up at the person screaming, I saw that it was Kyoko.
Are you okay?
I looked around, but the cops were nowhere in sight. She made the whole thing up.
See what I said? Violence doesn't solve anything.
Then why are you nursing me? You don't like violent guys like me, right?
I don't like it one bit. But I can't just ignore someone in pain. If that time comes, I will rescue you without resorting to violence. I'll do it my way.
I don't know what's come over me. I think I'm in love.
Huh? Excuse me?
I'll stop all this violence! So would you go out with me? As I promised, I quit my delinquent ways and even stopped bleaching my hair. I continued to try and convince Kyoko to go out with me. After several months, I was finally able to win her over.
It seems so strange. I mean, me going out with you feels so unreal.
Not so strange for me. I'm the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah, okay, calm down.
After that, I studied like I had never done before and eventually got into the same college as Kyoko. We lived right nearby, so our lives were in sync. As soon as we graduated, we both got good jobs and started living together. Washed the bath and got all the laundry in.
Thanks, just in time. Dinner's on the table.
Another great meal. I'm so grateful for your cooking, Kyoko.
Well, you helped me out so I can focus on the cooking.
We had a good life. It's all because of Kyoko that I was able to change direction and make a good life for myself. I just turned 25 and my job was doing great. That was about the time I proposed to her. What made me decide was when Kyoko started stopping by her parents' place to help out, and it seemed she wasn't home much. I wanted to marry her and release her from all the emotional stress she must be going through. But when I popped the big question,
Sorry, it just won't work. To be honest, there's someone else.
huh? Tell me you're kidding, Kyoko.
I'm not kidding. He's got a great job and career, he's handsome, and way more mature than you. Therefore, our little make-believe juvenile romance is all over.
Kyoko? Is this some sort of prank? This isn't funny!
You can think whatever you want. I already made up my mind. I won't be returning home starting today. Just send my stuff to Satoru's place. I have to go. Bye.
But wait, Kyoko! After I got home, I called her, but she just ignored my calls. I called Satoru to see if he knew anything. He sounded kinda weird. Oh, yeah? Well, it's her decision. Nothing you can do, I suppose. That's all he said. He didn't seem surprised at all. When things end, it ends just like that, I guess. Oh well. And so, me and Kyoko were no more. It was all over. From then on, in order to forget about her, I dove into my work. Before I realized, 2 years had passed. Well, it wasn't all for nothing. I got a promotion, and I got an increase in pay. Things seemed to be looking up.
Hey, Matsuna-san, do you have time? Want to go out to eat?
Thanks. But I have something else to do.
Oh, yeah? Oh, too bad. Okay then, see you on Monday.
That was my coworker, Miyuki Hayama. She's been inviting me out occasionally, but I've always turned her down. I'm embarrassed to say, I still couldn't forget Kyoko. One day, I got a call that my cousin was in an accident, and I visited him at the hospital. It was just a minor injury, and he was all smiles. I went out into the hall to get a cup of coffee. That's when... Oh my god, it can't be! Kyoko? Is that you?
Huh? What are you doing here, Sho? How did you find me?
I was here visiting my cousin. He was in an accident. What are you doing here? Are you sick or something? Sorry to keep you waiting, Kyoko. Oh, a friend of yours? Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. I'm Tomo Takeda. I'm Kyoko's...
You remember me talking about him, right? My boyfriend?
Hey, Kyoko!
He's pretty handsome, huh? He stops by every day to see me. He's just so kind and considerate. My life is so great. So, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't keep stalking me.
Stalking you? This guy's stalking you? Oh, yeah, right. Long as you're happy, I'm okay with that. Sorry to bother you. Okay, I better get back to my friend, cousin, whatever. I wanted to know what was wrong with her, but I suppose it didn't concern me anymore. At least, that's what I tried to tell myself. But that encounter really got to me, and I wasn't properly focused on work, and made an error. Normally, I always took my job seriously, and never made such a basic error, so my coworkers were concerned about me.
Come on, Sho, let's go out for a few drinks. You need to relieve some stress.
I'd rather not!
I'm not taking no for an answer this time. You haven't been yourself recently, and you have to get out and unwind.
At the restaurant.
Okay, so you went to visit your cousin at the hospital and you met your ex-girlfriend by chance.
Sorry. You probably don't want to hear stuff about my ex.
But don't you think you should meet and talk to her? I mean, you seem so concerned about it. It's normal to feel concerned about your ex-girlfriend's well-being. Doesn't matter if she had a boyfriend or not. At least that's what I think.
Nah, it's okay. As long as she's happy, I'm okay with it. Thanks so much for listening. I needed that.
Don't mention it.
I could understand what Miyuki was coming from. But I have to forget all about her. She's not part of my life anymore. I told myself that and concentrated on work. Then about a year later, I got a call from Satoru. Hey, Sho. I want you to go and see my sister. He seemed frantic, so we decided to meet. I needed to hear what he had to say. Huh? But why? But when I arrived at Satoru's house, Mr. Takeda, the guy I met at the hospital, was there too. I heard from Tomo that you met him at the hospital about a year ago. Kyoko said she was going out with him, and I was like, what? Apparently, Takeda-san was just Kyoko's childhood friend. They weren't going out or anything. At the time, I just went along with her because she just started talking a mile a minute. According to Takeda-san, Kyoko said I had stalked her on her messaging app and wouldn't leave her alone. But apparently, Takeda-san had heard from Kyoko that she had been proposed to. When he met at the hospital, he later realized that I was probably the guy she was supposed to marry, and immediately contacted Satoru. As for Satoru, it was then that he knew Kyoko was lying. I'm sorry I kept it from you, but when she found out she was gravely ill, she told me not to mention anything about it to you. She insisted that it was for your own good. She's gravely ill?! I knew something was wrong! Sorry I kept it from you, Sho. Kyoko has leukemia. She found out about it a little before she broke up with you. I'm really sorry, man. Last year, when you met her at the hospital, she'd gotten much better, and was even able to walk around the hospital without much assistance. But unfortunately, it regressed. According to Takeda-san, she was back in the hospital. There was a real danger it could get worse. They contacted me and opened up to me so that they could satisfy her wish. Her wish? I think she's still in love with you, Sho. Yeah, she has a photo of you and her together. She's always gazing at it. You're probably not too happy with us, and we hate asking you this, but could you meet with her? I was at a crossroads. Should I honor her wishes to just stay away? Or should I just ignore her wishes and demand to see her? Yeah, let me think about it.
You seem a little quiet today. What's the matter?
Pretty obvious, huh? Well, it's about... Over the past year or so, Miyuki and I had become close, and we discussed our personal problems on occasion.
Alright then. How about you marry me? I do have a lot of affection for you, to be honest.
Huh? Are you proposing to me?
Yes, of course I am, silly.
I was taken aback by her sudden confession. She was a beautiful woman, and I'd be stupid not to accept, but my heart was still with Kyoko. Please forgive me, but I can't accept. Please, don't be offended. I finally realized something. I need to be with her till the end, no matter what.
You seem way more focused now. Made up your mind, I suppose.
Yeah, thanks to you. But really, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I know how Kyoto-san feels. She wants you to be happy, that's all. Good luck, Sho.
Yeah, you bet! The following day... Kyoko!
Sho? What are you doing here?
I came here today to ask if we could start over.
Are you crazy? I told you before, I'm already seeing someone else.
You don't need to lie anymore. Satoru and Takeda-san told me everything, including about your illness. The more I think about it, the more I understand. You've always been stubborn, dead set on your beliefs, but you're a loving person. That's the person I fell in love with. I wanted to be by your side no matter what, so... Please marry me, Kyoko! Then Kyoko averted her eyes and stared down at her hands.
Have you gone totally insane? I can't understand you, Sho. Why would you want to marry a feeble, sick woman like me?
I don't care if you're sick or healthy. None of that matters. I still love you with all my heart. I can't live without you, Kyoko. Can't you understand that?
Sho...
I want you to accept me and allow me to take care of you.
You're that one that's pig-headed no time.
Kyoko.
Okay, if you insist, I suppose it's fine. It's gonna be a rough road ahead. Hope you can handle it.
You bet, Kyoko! From that day on, I visited Kyoko every day. It was difficult finding a donor, and we were on the verge of giving up. The emotional stress took a toll on her overall health, so I tried to talk to her and cheer her up as much as possible. And as a result, she seemed more confident and upbeat recently. Then finally, after several months of waiting, a donor was finally found. But just finding a donor didn't mean she was out of the woods yet. The illness could recur, or even get worse. Darn it. I gotta get a hold of myself. I need to be strong for her.
I'm ready. Wait and pray for me, okay?
You got it. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll be right here. Don't you worry.
Thanks, Sho. I'll be back.
I smiled and put on a brave face as I sent her off. And then... Wow. Time flies, huh? It's already been a month. Yeah. Life is cruel, huh? Time goes by without pause. Yeah. No matter how much time passes, it's emotionally straining. Thanks for visiting our shrine, Ayori. Takeda-san's the son of the shrine's Shinto priest. He's going to take over one of these days. The shrine is right nearby, so we had already decided that we would come here when we had a child. Hey, Sho! Bunch of our old classmates saw the photo I sent of your baby. They want to get together later. What do you say? I'm okay with it. How about you, Kyoko?
I'd love to go. I haven't been out much, so I need to spread my wings a little anyway.
She's gotten to know all my high school friends over the years, and they hit it off right away. Wonder how our family will turn out. Will we have more kids, perhaps?
What's the matter? Want more kids already?
Yeah, well, I just thought how happy I was. Maybe just getting greedy.
Well, everything. Even the tiniest of things makes me so happy. I can thank you for that, Sho.
Huh? Thank me? Why?
It was because you proposed to me that gave me confidence to live. And I have Aori because of you, so... Thanks, Sho. I'm so grateful to you.
Kyoko. I should be thanking you for giving me such happiness. I love you guys. I hugged them both with all my might. I decided then and there that I would protect my wife and daughter till the end of my days.